Let this gentle tale bring you to a place of rest and calm. Kawaii and Gazania, the magic of shells. This story is about Kawaii and Gazania's magical evening on the beach, where they discover the enchanted stories held within shells. On a gentle summer evening, as the sun dipped below the horizon and painted the sky in swirling hues of pink and orange, a young girl named Kawaii made her way to the shore. At her side trotted her loyal companion, Gazania, a puppy as brave as his name suggested. Kawaii carried a small wicker basket, their treasure chest for the day, eager to discover the hidden wonders the beach would offer. The rhythmic sound of waves crashing against the sand was like a soothing melody, urging them onward with excitement and anticipation. As they walked, the fine grains of sand slipped between Puffy's toes, while Gazania dashed about, his paws leaving temporary prints on the wet ground. Kawaii noticed the first of many shells glistening in the twilight. She bent down to pick it up, admiring the way the fading sunlight kissed its intricate patterns. It was shaped like a spiral, and Kawaii imagined it as a tiny home where sea creatures might weave fairy tales of their own. Gazania woofed happily, his eyes bright with curiosity. They continued their search, collecting shells of various shapes and colors, each one a special token from the ocean's boundless artistry. Some were smooth, others rich. Some gleamed like pearls, others shone in muted earth tones, but all held the secrets of the sea. As they neared a cluster of large rocks, Kawaii spotted a shell unlike any she had seen before. It was larger and more colorful, sitting snugly between two stones, its surface sparkling as if sprinkled with stardust. Kawaii felt a sense of wonder and a stirring of magic in the air. With Gazania by her side, she picked up the shell and held it close. Suddenly, a gentle whispering sound rose around them, carried by the evening breeze. "What tales from the deep can you tell?" Kawaii murmured to the shell. To her surprise, the shell responded in a whisper only she could hear, sharing stories of brave sea voyages, underwater gardens and mythical creatures who sang songs that resonated with the heart. Gazania listened attentively, his ears perked up, and gave reassuring nods. The two friends laughed with joy, the shell's stories heartwarming in their vividness. As dusk settled, they reluctantly turned their steps homeward, their basket brimming with shells, each holding a unique memory of their beach adventure. Together, Kawaii and Gazania celebrated the magic of the evening, their hearts full of warmth and tales of enchantment, knowing that every shell was a reminder of the beauty surrounding them. From that day forward, Kawaii cherished each shell as a link to the mysteries of the ocean, and Gazania, with his brave little heart, stood ever ready for the next adventure, paws tapping eagerly with anticipation. Let's just move gently to the next story. The Wisdom of Two Dahlias. This story is about a girl and a spider both named Dahlia, whose friendship and shared wisdom bring prosperity to their village during a time of drought and share. In a quaint village nestled by the Whispering Woods, there was a peculiar bond between a young girl named Dahlia and a spider who shared her name. Dahlia the girl had always found solace among the tall, swaying daisies and secretive forest paths, where the sun dappled the buff like scattered gold. Her gentle demeanor and inquisitive nature made her beloved among villagers, who often sought her perspective on matters of the heart and home. One day, while exploring a familiar glen, Dahlia met a spider spinning an intricate web amidst the rose bushes. She watched with fascination as the insect worked tirelessly, weaving delicate threads into a tapestry that shimmered in the soft light. As if sensing her presence, the spider paused and introduced itself as Dahlia, much to the girl's surprise. This was the start of their friendship, a connection grounded in mutual respect and shared curiosity about the world. while others might have been fearful or dismissive of a spider. Dahlia saw the beauty and intelligence in the creature's actions. Over time, the two dahlias spent many evenings together, exchanging stories and marveling at the intricate patterns of life unfolding around them. The spider dahlia shared tales of the forest, of ancient trees that whispered secrets through their leaves, and the symphony of the breeze that carried them. In return, the human dahlia spoke of the dreams and desires of people, of the vibrant festivals and heartfelt traditions that painted the village life's history. Their conversations became a source of wisdom for both, blending the natural world's timeless truths with human experiences. One summer evening, a challenge befell the village. A drought threatened the crops and with it, the livelihood of its people. The villagers gathered to discuss solutions, but their arguments only led to further discord. Hearing of their plight, Dahlia offered to consult her friend, the spider. Together, the two dahlias devised a plan inspired by their shared wisdom, to create rain nets that would capture morning dew, storing it for use during dry spells. As they shared this idea with the villagers, skepticism was quickly replaced with hope. The plan worked, and soon the village was blessed with enough water to sustain the crops. The wisdom of the two dahlias taught the villagers a valuable lesson about harmony and cooperation. They learned to look beyond appearances and see the potential for wisdom in unexpected places. From then on, the village thrived, not just on the fruits of the roof but on the bonds of friendship and understanding nurtured by the girl and the spider. And every evening, as the sun dipped below the horizon, the villagers whispered their gratitude into the breeze, hoping it would carry their thanks to the two dahlias who had changed their lives. Here's another peaceful story for tonight. Sephora and Iris, Laughter Under the Moonlight. This story is a heartwarming tale about the magical friendship between a young girl named Sakura and a hedgehog named Iris, united by laughter. In the quaint village of Blooming Vale, nestled between lush green hills and sparkling rivers, lived a young girl named Sakura. With hair as dark as a midnight sky and laughter that danced like wind chimes in a gentle breeze, Sakura had a heart full of dreams and a soul eager for adventure. One evening, as the sun dipped behind the horizon painting the sky with hues of coral and gold, Sakura decided to explore the enchanting forest that bordered her village. The forest was alive with the symphony of nocturnal creatures, and the air felt like a cool embrace from nature itself. As Sakura wandered deeper into the woods, she stumbled upon a curious hedgehog named Iris. Iris was not like any ordinary hedgehog. With quills that shimmered like silver in the moonlight, Iris seemed to possess an aura of magic. When Sakura first saw Iris, she couldn't help but giggle at the sight of the little creature rolling awkwardly through leaves. Iris heard the laughter and, intrigued, approached Sakura cautiously but with an undeniable sparkle of curiosity in her eyes. "Are you lost?" Sakura asked gently, her voice warm and inviting. Iris, surprisingly understanding human speech, nodded and sighed. "I was following the stars, but they led me to a puddle." Sakura's laughter filled the woods again, and Iris found herself chuckling as well. From that moment, a rare friendship blossomed between the young girl and the magical hedgehog. Together, they journeyed through the forest, discovering hidden trails and sparkling brooks. They shared stories, Sakura telling tales of human life in Blooming Vale, while Iris recounted the whispers of the wind and the secrets of woodland creatures. As they sat on a fallen log under the glow of the moon, their laughter merged into the night air, each chuckle a melody harmonizing with the songs of crickets and owls. Sakura felt her worries dissolve, replaced by warmth and joy, realizing that laughter truly was the most enchanting magic of all. Iris, who had always been solitary, found solace and happiness in the companionship of Sakura. The moon, watching over them like a guardian, seemed brighter that night, bathing them in a serene light that only deepened their newfound bond. With their hearts intertwined by laughter, Sakura and Iris knew that their friendship was a gift that transcended the boundaries of the natural world. And so, amid the whispers of the leaves and the lullaby of the forest, Sakura and Iris spent the night sharing tales and chuckles until sleep softly cloaked them in dreams under the moonlit sky. Let's wander into the next comforting tale. Together in the Enchanted Woods. This story is about Camellia, who finds her destiny in the Enchanted Woods alongside Achillea, the forest guardian, and forges an everlasting bond with nature. In the heart of a sprawling, mystical wood where the trees whispered secrets of the ages, Camellia walked gracefully through the carpet of fallen leaves. Auburn hair, the same hue as the autumn foliage, danced in the light breeze. The sun dipped below the horizon, casting a soft twilight across the landscape. Bushes laden with vibrant berries lined the path, offering splashes of color amid the fading daylight. Camellia, a curious and gentle soul, ventured deeper into the forest, drawn by the trill of unseen birds and the echo of a distant, melodious brook. As she walked, she felt a serene connection to the nature around her, as if the forest embraced her like a long-lost friend. Suddenly, a flicker of light caught her eye. It was Achillea, the forest guardian, with shimmering wings that glowed like embers in the dim light. Achillea had watched over these woods for centuries, ensuring that the delicate balance between human and nature remained harmonious. Camellia had heard tales of Achillea from elders that never imagined she'd meet the guardian herself. With a graceful leap, Achillea floated down from the branches, her silvery voice ringing soft yet strong. "The Emily," she greeted, "the woods have chosen you." Camellia felt her heart skip a beat as she nodded shyly, acknowledging the responsibility bestowed upon her. "Together we can ensure this harmony continues," Achillea continued, extending her hand. The guardian white flower was warm and inviting, the embodiment of the forest fem's wisdom and love. As dusk turned to night, stars adorned the sky like tiny lanterns, guiding their journey. Achillea introduced Camellia to the forest creatures. The wise old owl, who hooted stories of the moon, playful foxes who danced with the shadows, and gentle deer who grazed under the protective canopy. Each creature bowed and welcomed Camellia, sensing her pure intention and promising to aid in her quest. For it was not just the guardian's duty but theirs, to eat in rough theirs, to sustain the enchantment of the woods. Camellia listened intently, absorbing every piece of advice, every story threaded with the essence of nature itself. As the night wore on, she felt an undeniable bond with forest deepen, woven into the very fabric of her being. Achillea shared tales of past guardians, stories of friendship and sacrifice, laughter and tears. The symphony of crickets filled the air as the forest shared its lullaby with them. Achillea explained that her presence would always be felt, even if unseen. "Remember, Camellia, our hearts beat as one with the trees," she said. Stumblefro approached, painting the sky with honey hues. Camellia knew her life would never be the same. She felt a deep resolve to protect the evergreen embrace of the woods alongside Achillea. Together, they would nurture the forest legacy. As they parted, Camellia promised to return, knowing every farewell was a new beginning in the Enchanted Woods. Good night, and let peace carry you to morning.